Hello, editing Animuru here. Before the video starts, the mic in this sounds like shit. It keeps shaking on the inside. You can hear it very easily and very well in the video. I need to find a different way to film these kinds of videos with a different mic, but this sounds horrible, so please excuse that. That's everything. Enjoy the video. Cheers, lads. Welcome. Hey, my name's Adam, or Animuru, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty stupid anyway. I am a Twitch streamer, I'm a YouTuber, I'm trying to be at least, very small. Twitch.tv/Animuru, please go watch it sometimes. And I also am trying to be a musician. I've been experimenting with a lot of stuff. Only some of it has been released. I do want to do more though, I am planning something a little bigger. But with making music also comes listening to music. And if you watch any of my streams, you might have noticed I have a lot of vinyl records. The reason I call it vinyl records is I think it's really cool. We joined in on this trend right as it was becoming a trend. It was on a Christmas of 2018, I want to say, where it was just transitioning between cool, rare thing that some people do to really weird trend everybody's doing now. So I have a lot of vinyl records. These top 5 are my personal 5 favorite albums of all time ever, and then all of these other ones are sorted by how much I like them, from most to, I guess, least, you could say. I do still like the very last one, but I like all of the other ones a lot more. To sort of understand where I'm coming from with the music that I want to make, I could show you what kind of music I listen to. None of you probably give a shit, but that's okay. It's my YouTube channel, go fuck yourself. We're gonna start out from the top, from these 5, my 5 favorite albums of all time ever. We got a very first one, we got Igor, Tyler the Creator. This thing genuinely changed how I listen to music and how I view it. I didn't used to listen to albums that much, just, what was popular. And then this came out, I went out and listened to it, and I almost cried. It was absolutely beautiful, and I still love it to this day. This thing is incredible. Vote Igor. At number 2, right behind it. Jesus, this is heavy, it's got a lot of records in it. This is 21 Pilots' Trench. This is, for me, a genuinely life-saving album. I was in a very dark spot when this came out, and the album and the tour that was around it, I would genuinely say saved my life, which I will be forever thankful for, and it is still amazing to this day. Please, Tyler, if you somehow see this, make Trench 2 for the next album. Don't do what Scud and Icy was. It was good, but not as good as this. Just make another one of these. I love it. Number 3, this is my most prized possession that I have in my entire collection. This is Fishmonger by Underscores. Most of you probably don't know what an Underscores is. She's an absolutely incredible hyperpop artist. You should definitely check out. The reason this is my most prized possession, as you might be seeing, it is signed by Underscores, and also Gabby Start, who technically is on this album. They were previously known as, was it Knapsack? Yes, Knapsack, who is featured on this album, but they've since changed their name to Gabby Start. I saw them live a few months ago in the Czech Republic, where they were playing.
Alright, on the count of 3 we're gonna jump, alright? So, you heard this one before. Girls like us are right into the core. Stop me if you heard this one before. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, yeah, girls like us are right into the core.
And I brought the cover for this vinyl record from one side of the Czech Republic to the other, just to have it signed by them. And I will forever cherish this. It's an absolutely beautiful album that I cried to. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait for Warsaw to come out. Number 4. Oh yeah, now we're getting into my favorite genre of music. You see, the thing is, these first 3 albums are genres I do really like, We have some very dreamy, experimental, in some ways hip hop, in some ways something completely different. It's epic. Alternative rock, probably still my most listened to genre. Fishmonger's hyperpop, I love hyperpop, but I think my still genuinely personal favorite genre is metal and metalcore and that sort of thing. And so it's no surprise that the last Bring Me the Horizon album is my 4th favorite of all time. This thing is fucking amazing. It has no right to be this good, but it is, and I absolutely fucking love it for it. This has some of Bring Me's best songs ever. There's fucking Kingsley on this, there's Dear Diary, there's Parasite Eve, Teardrops, holy shit, this is so fucking good. And a few months ago I also saw them live in Poland, they were absolutely incredible. I'm so saddened that they delayed Post-Even Next Gen, but I'm just gonna hope that these more months of waiting are gonna pay off and it's gonna be even better than this thing. And then for number 5, my 5th favorite album of all time. I might have expected this, I'm kind of an emo kid. It's My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade. This thing is amazing. This is theatrecore, how theatrecore should be made. I fucking love it. Absolutely amazing album. MCR, please release more stuff. You dropped Foundation of Decay last year and have done absolutely nothing since then. You're making an album, right? Please tell me you're making an album. You have to make an album, come on. So that's my top 5 of all time. Unlikely to change unless genre movers, underscores, or Bring Me's next albums are even better than whatever is on here already. First, I guess, I think this would fit as my 6th favorite album of all time. It wouldn't, technically. But of the ones that I have here, it is my most favorite after these 5. 10,000 Gecs. This was absolutely worth the wait. This is an incredible hyperpop album. It's not just hyperpop, it's fucking everything. There's a ska on this. It's pop punk, it's fucking incredible. Right behind the Geckos, we have one of the few electronic albums that I genuinely enjoy. Porter Robinson's, wow, this is heavy. Porter Robinson's Nurture. Holy crap, this thing is amazing. I do want to pull the record out of this one, because it's really cool. Give me one quick second. The record is transparent. I have a bunch of really cool records similar to this. The Fishmonk record is like a sort of see-through blue. I haven't heard this in a while, but I remember really fucking liking it. I'm probably gonna go back to it after this and listen to it on vinyl. It's Neutral Milk Hotel, so in the Alpine over the sea. This is really fucking good. It's like, I don't even know how to categorize this album other than awesome. I absolutely love this thing, it's so freaking good. And right behind it is an album that is really good on its own, but has a deluxe edition that's even better. Denzel Curry's Burn My Eyes, See Your Future is a really fucking good rap album. It's, if we don't count Ego, the first rap album in the best one that I have here, if we don't count Tyler again. And it's great. If this was the deluxe edition with the live version, with the band that he hired for the live version, for the deluxe edition of this album, it would be up there. It would replace My Chemical Romance. The deluxe album is incredible. And I'm so sad I don't have it. I only have the regular one. I really want to get it if it's ever gonna come out on vinyl. Now we're getting back into some new stuff. The latest Off album, Free LSD, punk. That's it, that's the genre, it's punk, and it's great. It flows incredibly well, it sounds great, it's got this psychedelic punk sound to it, it's great. I love this thing. And this is also, fun fact, the first album that I heard for the first time on a vinyl record. This next one's a little special. It's MCR again, and it's also the Black Parade again, but it's the live album. This is The Black Parade is Dead. This was the last Black Parade show of the tour that they had, filmed for vinyl and also as like a tour movie, as like a show movie, plus 3 extra unreleased songs. Kill All Your Friends, My Way Home Is For You, and Heaven Help Us, that didn't make it onto the regular album. Kill All Your Friends and My Way Home Is For You is one of my favorite songs from MCR. and I'm glad I have them on vinyl. It's an amazing show, and it sounds great on vinyl. And this is where we continue my collection. So one more quick little thing about what I want to collect. The first thing I want to collect was my 5 favorite albums of all time. And I've already done that. What I want to do now is I want to take all the artists that are in my top 5, and I want to collect all of their vinyl records together. You might not know what this is. It's very hard to see on camera. This is That's the Spirit by Mid Horizon, their hard rock album. And it's amazing. I love this thing so much. It's such a good vibe. Look at that. Oh, I'm going to open the inside. Hold on. Whoa. Look at that. Look at those colors, yeah. This is great. This thing's awesome. I love it. Also, yes, this whole section is Armo. I'll get to it. Don't worry. Next. This is another one I haven't listened to in a long time, but I love it. I remember it being amazing. I'm gonna listen to it again. I haven't listened to it in a long time. I hope it doesn't disappoint. I love this thing. Hell yeah. More emo shit. Sort of. Nirvana. I can't show more of this because it's a little child penis in there. Nirvana's Nevermind. A good album. A very good album, a great Nirvana album, not their best. In Utero is the best Nirvana album of all time, fight me. Next, Bring Me's Armo. Here we are again, this is my last piece of Bring Me collectabilia, I guess. This is their return pop album, electronic album, experimental thing that they made. This thing is really good, you should give it a chance, you shouldn't call it off as it's not metal anymore. There's Wonderful Life on it, that's a great metal song. Mantra is an awesome rock song. There's a bunch of great music on it. Check it out. It's really good. It's a transparent green vinyl in this like plastic sleeving instead of like a regular vinyl collection. And the special fact about this is I got it in a collector's box. And the collector's box also included an Armo cassette tape, an Armo CD, and also a gigantic flag of the band members that I don't want to pull out because it's a pain to put back, but I'm going to put somewhere here during the editing. Next, 21 Pilots continues. So, you know how I mentioned that these are sorted from my most favorites to my least favorites? 21 Pilots is strangely my second favorite album of all time, and in this collection, the next 21 Pilots album is Vessel around the middle of this selection. I would say this is my second favorite album from them ever. It hasn't aged that well, generally, but it's still a pretty fun listen. It still has some great songs on it. Car Radio, as much as Brad makes fun of it, is a great song. Ooh, this one's gonna be interesting. This is I Don't Know How But They Found Me. This is a really cool band from ex-members of Panic at the Disco. Rest in peace, you won't be missed. This is Razzmatazz by ADK Howe, and it is a really cool sort of concept album of like this 80s, 90s synth pop thing with a lot of rock instrumentation. It looks cool as fuck on the inside. It's got a bunch of extra like story stuff on the vinyl that isn't on the regular digital album, and it's really cool. And right behind it, the only Killers album that I like, Pressure Machine, the last one. This thing's pretty freaking cool. It's got a really nice sound to it. There's a Phoebe Bridgers feature on it. I fucking love Phoebe. I don't have any Phoebe records. I really want to get a Phoebe record, or Boy Genius, one of those. Now, don't make fun of me. It's Joy Division's Unknown Pleasures. This is a great album. I know everyone has this on vinyl, because it's fucking amazing. Why wouldn't I have this? This is a great album. I love it. And right behind that, none of you are gonna know this, and I guarantee it. This is the sweet release of Def's The Blissful Joy of Living. I know every single one of you said, who? It's a very, very, very small, I don't know what to call them, experimental rock album? I don't even know what to call them, genre-wise. They're really cool. They have a great sound. I got this album at Colors of Ostrava like a year ago, because it's really cool. It's got an amazing sound to it. It looks really cool as well. It got like a marble finish to it. I don't feel like pulling it out, but it's got like a marble finish to it. It looks fantastic. And yeah, check them out. They have really interesting, really cool music. Now, back to that collecting everything from everyone. This is the first and probably last album that I ever pre-ordered. This is 21 Pilots Skeleton Icy. I do like this album. I mainly like it because of what it brought to the story of what 21 Pilots is doing, and of some of their coolest and honestly best songs that they've made. This album has some of some of 21 Pilots' best, but also some of their worst songs ever. Redecorate is absolutely fucking fantastic. Bounce Man, no. I'm gonna bounce the fuck out of that song when it starts playing. It's pretty cool though, it's blue. I don't feel like pulling it out, but it's a blue record. It looks cool. Next. Ooh, yeah, Uzi. Lil Uzi Vert's Love is Rage 2. Now, this is I think it's the third record that I ever got. It's a deluxe edition, has the bonus songs on it. I really mainly wanted this. I don't like this as much as I used to before. There was a period where I absolutely loved this thing. Not as much now. It has some great songs. XO2 Live is still a banger. And The Way Life Goes is super fun as well. I just love Uzi. I just really like Uzi's music. It's such a interesting way of doing the mumble rap thing that I just really like it. Now, you know how I said this is how much I like albums from most to least? Everything you've seen so far, I like more than the Gorillaz debut. This is a good album. The Gorillaz debut is very good. They've made much better albums since then, like Song Machine and Plastic Beach. I mainly wanted this because this was, a landmark moment for them. This is what put them on the map. This is a great introduction to Gorillaz. That has Clint Eastwood on it. That's a great fucking song. Now we're getting into some interesting stuff. Led Zeppelin 3. I only wanted this because it looked really cool, and it does look really cool. You can spin this central part of it, and it changes the things below it. Huh? It's pretty fucking cool. That's one reason why I wanted it. The other is because it has the Immigrant song on it, which is the best Led Zeppelin song ever. Fight me. I should stop saying that. Someone's gonna come over to my house and actually fight me. I'm a little bitch. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm fat as fuck. I don't like this one very much. It's a fine alt-rock pop album. It's my least favorite one of 21 Pilots, but I needed it for a collection, so I have it. Actually, technically it wasn't supposed to be mine. I bought this from my brother when he was doing his English certificate, and I told him, if you get an A2, you can keep it. If you get an A1, I'm stealing it from you. And he got A1, so I stole it from him. It's really cool. It's got a really cool design. And it's got a silver finish on it. That's about the extent of it. Stressed Out is still a good song. Heavy Dirty Soul is good. But it also has the only 2 songs that I genuinely dislike from 21 Pilots discography. I know I said I would rather bounce from Bounce Man than listen to Bounce Man. It has, something to it that's like a tiny little bit enjoyable. Hometown and Message Man doesn't. I don't like those songs. And then finally, the last one in the collection. It's a soundtrack. It's Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition Sound Selection. I got this in a collector's edition for Xenoblade Chronicles. I've put maybe 5 hours into this game. That's about it. Soundtrack's pretty cool, like it sounds really good. And also, this is gonna be another rare example of me actually showing you the record, because it has an incredibly cool finish. It looks pretty fucking epic, eh? And that is pretty much it for what I have here. I do definitely want to expand it. As I mentioned before, I want to get every album from all of these artists on the top. There's a bunch of other really cool ones that I want to get. If you would like a vinyl update video at some point when I get a bunch more records, let me know in the comments. I just thought I wanted to show you this collection, give some context to Twitch viewers of what's behind me. And yeah, that's pretty much everything for this. Thanks for watching. If anyone even's gonna yeah. Like and subscribe to Animuru. Love you. Goodbye.